Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is a GW Tiger P, the Geschützwagen Tiger P, and it's the Tier 8 German SPG located on the south spawn of Malinovka and under the command of Running Hawk. Now he's got the top gun there, that's the 21cm howitzer, and he's headed off into the bushes. Now the GW Tiger P is a theoretical tank, it's a conceptualization. It never actually was produced, but it was theorized that Porsche would develop the Tiger P chassis. It didn't win the Tiger competition, but it was developed into the Ferdinand, and that actually was used by the German army. So it's the Wehrmacht. It's very likely that they would have eventually come up with an SPG version of the Tiger P chassis. Okay, we've got a target off to the west. It's a T-57 Heavies hidden behind that ridgeline. It's a difficult shot. There's batch at 25 ton going around the corner to engage. Running Hawk fires his first round in, gets a splash for 178 hit points and 2 critical hits. Now it's quite a long reload, 39.69 seconds. So there's plenty of time to relocate. No excuse not to relocate when you've got such a long reload, unless of course the enemy Arty's been taken out of the game. There's only one enemy Arty in this game. It's an M53, M55. We don't know where he is, but he could be looking for us. Batchat took a big hit there, and another one. That T-57's got a magazine. That Batchat's taking a huge liberty, and that didn't work out too well for the Batchat 12 ton, who got wiped out by the enemy's Batchat 25. Oh, but we did pick up some stun assist off that shot. Only got 55 from the actual shot in damage, but we picked up a massive amount of stun assist there. But we have lost our 25 ton. There's a Sheridan. Tier 10 light tank, and he's disappearing into the distance. Oh no, we've lost sight of him. AMX 1390, he's spotting there on that dip, moving backwards and forwards between the bushes. He's being sighted at this moment by our guys over on the hill near the lake. Fires around in, but we don't know if he did any damage. But the enemy's turned up on the hills, so it looks like Running Hawk's now going to pay attention to that direction. Taking up his next firing position. Having a quick look to the northwest. Nothing in sight. Still got 15 seconds to complete the load. The Sheridan's turned up again. Oh, oh my god, he just got a round from an ISU 152 up his posterior. I don't think he's a happy bunny now. Okay, object 140, up on the hill, line up the shot, nice to reticule, round out. Oh, good splash. 344 and picked up 895 stun assist afterwards. So, although we've only done 577 hit points of damage, we've got 1.5k of stun assists so far. T28 prototype, he's dropped down to try and engage these heavies on the rise. Looks like he's backing off, trying to get into a hold down position. He just took a hit there. I think that's from the AT-15. We're almost loaded. The Running Hawk's going to have a go. We lost our OHO. Round out on T28. Splashes him for 348 hit points. But we're losing tanks up on the hill. AT-15 is probably the next in line to go if they all collapse. But we get the T28 prototype. The Centurion 7-1 takes him out. Oh, and the enemy just lost their Skoda T50 as well. The Centurion took him out as well. So that's a bit better. Means that the only enemy up on the hill now is that object 140. So Running Hawk's changing his angle, going after the T-57 Heavy again. Dialing in. Looks like that T-57 is trying to use that bush. Scorpion G. more tempting targets. Lightly armoured. So he'll do more damage if he hits it. Okay, it stopped. Round out straight away. And... oh, big hit! He did 558 hit points of damage, and somebody else did 446, 466 directly after that. And the Scorpion's gone down. He was just taken out by our Striv S1. And that's a dangerous enemy. He's been taken out of the game very quickly. I think he went too far forward. And he stopped to take a shot. And that was the end of him. Running Hawk made sure that he was out of the game. T57 Heavy keeps trying to poke. He's taking shots at our Conway. He's getting shots in. It's a magazine-fed heavy tank. Oh, and that went short. RNG said no, and the shell landed short. It was aimed perfectly, but it just didn't work. It didn't go where intended. That Conway keeps poking out, but the T57 Heavy is still there. And we're getting requests for him to fire from the E100. No, I can't. I think the E100 is dead, so he's just trying to direct the battle from his grave. Round out on T57. And it went long again, but it stunned the T57. That will help the Conway for a little while. They're both down to very few hit points. And Running Hawk is relocating again, trying to get into the bushes. He's got a little too close to the edge of those bushes. The Object 263 is now up on the hill. We haven't seen the Object 140 for a while, but they are pushing in the centre. There's a T-54 first prototype and the 1390 up there. There's the 140. So he was at the edge, at the top of the hill. Of course, Running Hawk hasn't got a kill yet in the game, but he is doing a lot of damage. He's up to 1.4k actual damage, 2.3 assisted. And he's having a look for that T-54 Mob 1. We can't see him. So we've got a 263 up on the hill and an Object 140. But the Object 140 was over the other side. I think the 100 was trying to direct his attention to the mid-level. There's the Centurion 5-1 now. Oh, he's got into the dip there. That's a very difficult shot to get around in there. Very, very difficult indeed. The actual aim point is very, very small. Okay, now he's trying to tease the aim so he can actually place it over the Centurion and see a red line extending from the Centurion behind it. If he can do that, then he has got it perfectly lined up. But it's a very difficult shot because there's a wreck there. Just on the edge of that dip. And that TD wreck is actually preventing him getting an accurate shot. The ISU 152 of the enemy team is moving up late side. But he's stopped to take a shot. And Running Hawk fires, round out. Lands nearby for 105. But it would have stunned the ISU 152. Now we're backing away to the edge of the map on the east side, and they are coming down from the hill now. And we're still a good 22 seconds away from firing. Now the more dangerous opponent is the 263. He's got a very big gun. The 1390 is hiding behind that rock. He's got a 4-shot magazine, but... oh, you can see a tree went down. I think the 1390's gone down to the west of that rock now. He's into the dip. Now we're holding fire and waiting for a clear shot. It would be a tremendous temptation to try and take a shot right now and splash the side of that rock. But the problem with doing that is that we only have 6 rounds of ammo left, so we need to make them count. Yag Tiger in the centre, leading the shot just a little. Round out. And it was a little late, but it still did 259 hit points of damage. The Centurions keeps coming up from the dip, having a look and popping down again. And the Yag Tiger just took some damage, 353. And there's the Object 263. He's managed to get down from that first rock, got to the second rock, and he's now encountered the Leopard, and he's taken out the game immediately by our ISU 152. derped into the garage. If only that wreck wasn't in the way, it would certainly make it a much easier shot. Now the scores are in the enemy's favour. They've got one more tank than we've got, but they're not pressing hard because I think they're worried. And they've got good reason to be. They just lost their first prototype. And there's the AMX 1390. Can we get a good shot on him? Line him up. And he's moving about this particular spot. Oh no, he fired! Oh, that was a snatch shot and a bad one. We've wasted that round. This last round of standard HE, and now the ISU 152 makes his move across the lake. And we really needed that round at this point, because if we could have caught that ISU as he was moving across, then that would have been very, very bad for him, because the T95 is moving up to take shots at him from the houses near our cap. And he's turned to face the T95. Oh, load! And we don't need to worry because the Shiv takes him out. He was in a very difficult position crossing that water. He's slow, vulnerable, and our shell could have done a lot of damage at that particular point. Right, so the enemy is now at a disadvantage. They're one tank down. The AMX 1390 is pinned down to the north. Centurion's over in the bushes. Got a charioteer. There's the 1390. Oh, he just took a big lump out of him from the Leopard 1 did. And he's now a one shot. We can splash him. If we can get the round near him, we can get killed. Round out. Oh no, it's wide. Now he's loading premium ammo now. And they don't need to worry. The Leopard 1 takes him out. 3 enemy left. The charioteer's moved up to the center. The Centurion's still in the dip. And of course the enemy Arty, we still don't know where he is. So that Centurion keeps coming out of the dip, but he's probably not going to be able to do so for much longer, because the T95 is moving towards him. And if the Striv goes into the middle of the field, he can probably take shots from the center of the field at the Centurion as he goes into the dip. But we're loaded. And we've got a premium round in. Now the premium ammo has got a burst radius of 13.9, standard ammo 12.6. Oh my god, that was the charioteer. He's out the game. That means it is now just the Centurion and the enemy Arty, the M53-55. And there's the Centurion. He's popped up. Can we get a round in? Round out. Oh my god, look at that. He did hit him. 76 hit points of damage. And I think he did pick up some stun assist off that one. 567 as well. So it's just the enemy Arty. Everybody scramble to the other end. Try and find him. That's the 2-minute hooter. And Running Hawk is moving his Tiger P as fast as he can. I mean, it's a very, very slow tank, unfortunately. It's really heavy. 75 tons really, but it's only got a maximum speed forward of 35 kilometers an hour and in reverse 10. But the Striv's managed to make it to the other end. He's capping out. The Leopard's gone Arty hunting, and we're supposing he's somewhere in that area. If he is, he's probably going to try and get a decap. He has to. If he doesn't try, then really he shouldn't be in the game. Oh, there he is. Okay, dialing in and round out straight away, but we don't need to worry. We did waste that shell, but it was a good try. The Leopard 1 was incredibly quick, got the kill, and before the 1-minute hooter came up. And look at this, it's a first mark of excellence for Running Hawk in the GW Tiger P. He also picked up an ace tanker in that game, a Bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits, he got 12, and a Confederate for hitting more of the enemy than anyone else. At least 6 tanks then taken out by his other teammates, and just look at that there. That's the effort that he was putting in during that battle. He really worked it hard, but he didn't get any kills, but that doesn't matter because he got the reward showing that he worked extremely hard. So let's have a look at the end of battle results on the team scores. Well, it puts him in 5th place. He actually managed to get 2,490 hit points of damage. The Leopard 1 was very good. He did 3,121, and the Strib managed 2,949 and got 4 kills. He was the top scorer in number of kills. The Leopard came second with 4 other vehicles. And of course, I'm afraid Running Hawk was way down the table because he didn't get any kills at all. But Running Hawk was right at the top of the table when it came to the base XP, because he was a tier 8 and he was really hitting the enemy hard. And I think it was a tier 9 game when it started, so he ended up with a base XP of 1,212, which put him nearly 3 times nearly 3 times the score of the high score of the enemy team, and a good 300 more, well, not quite 300 more than the Striv on his own team. So he certainly did work it during that battle. He fired 14 rounds, got 1 direct hit, 1 penetration and 12 splash. Damage of 2,490 hit points, all at more than 300 meters. He hit 8 of the enemy but didn't get any kills, but he did do 3,273 hit points of stun assistance off 13 stuns. And this is why his XP is so high, because he did do so much assistance to his teammates. On a premium account, he actually earned 63,674 credits, and after ammunition resupply, and remember he did use all of his standard ammo, his 15 rounds of standard ammo, 12 rounds of standard ammo, and he used 1 of the premium rounds as well. He actually only took away 22,714 credits. The shells are expensive. He received 1,818 XP times 2 for the first victory of the day. He actually took away 3,636 experience points altogether. So a very good round there from Running Hawk. Congratulations on your first mark and of course getting your ace tanker. Very nice round indeed. If you enjoyed this replay, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel, and hopefully it'll be your replay that I'll be featuring in the next video.